Well, we have got something really, really fun that has been super popular. Over 60,000 have already been ordered. It's customer top rated, so it gets rave reviews. And it originally was $32, and it did very well. But what we have remaining, we're giving to you at 50% off, 50% off. It's $14.99. 3 easy pays at $5. Or 5 easy pays at $3, however you want to think about that, however it works for you. So, and when you take a look at it, it comes in a really cool packaging for you, so you don't have to worry about that at all. And you'll notice that the TVs reflect the era of whatever you choose. So here's Batman. There's your Batman, and there you can see, remember those TVs? I don't remember them having a remote. You used to have to get up off the couch and turn the channel. But these will all have a remote, and we'll talk about that. Then next to that, this one is going to be, oh, this is Jurassic Park. This is your Jurassic Park. Look how cool. And there you can see, you know, how the TV changed. And then this is Star Trek. Oh, that would be fun for the Trekkies out there. And then Back to the Future is also available. So you're actually going to get a remote that works. The batteries come with it, and that cool TV, and the packaging, I promise you, is really very cool. Keith Epps is with us. Keith is a dear, dear friend. I have known Keith since he was in high school. Keith, is that how long I've known you?
Yes, probably high school. You're absolutely right. Great to see you.
It's always great to see you and your beautiful family. Keith and his dad, T.O. Epps, was one of the original vendors here on QVC. Your dad was so sweet, Keith, as you remember, would come early mornings to be on our morning show. So always have a soft spot in my heart.
Misses it.
Does he miss it? Sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is one. This is one that is so very popular, Keith.
Oh, it's awesome. It's so cool. It's called the Tiny TV for a reason. It is a tiny TV. It's a 1.3-inch LCD screen playing some of the most iconic clips from the most iconic TV shows and movies. And it is so cool for everybody. Like, my kids that are 16 years old that had no idea about Adam West and Batman back in the 60s. I was a child of the 70s, right? So this was on, this was like my prime time of loving to watch TV. And I had that exact TV, I think, in our family room. And you're right, Pat, like you had to get up off the couch. You had to switch the channel, and half the time it was snow in between the channels that you were flipping in between and everything else. But it is just so much fun and so cool. Now, it does come with a remote, and so you're able to turn it on and turn it off, change the channel, lower and raise the volume with the remote. I'll come up close and I'll show you in a second. But all of these have clips from the best clips from the movies or the TV show. So the Batman that I'm holding has Adam West, and it's him and Robin, and all those great clips from the show from the 60s. Same thing with Star Trek. Same thing with Jurassic Park. I mean, Jurassic Park, I think it came out in 1993. It was like the most incredible, it was like really the first time they took animals that weren't real and made them look real. And it was really scary because you were like, oh my gosh, where is this place? I do not want to go there.
Exactly.
Because it looks so real and it was so scary. And then Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox, I mean, that was an iconic series, started in 1985. And again, so in 1985, I guess I was 14, like perfect timing for me to love a movie. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe someday we're going to be able to travel into time or back in time. And the DeLorean and all of those awesome things about Back to the Future. But I'm going to come up really close to show you this real quick so that you can just see, because the picture is absolutely incredible. It's full color.
Oh,
right?
There's your Batman.
So there's Batman. All right, so that's that TV, that great TV. And here's the remote. So I'm going to come over this way a little bit. You've got the volume control. You've got the channel control. So if I hit the channel button, it's going to actually change the channel on this little TV. And you're going to be able to raise, lower volume. You're going to be able to do all kinds of really cool things. And then when you're done, you can power it down. Or also on the side of the TV, it has all the same buttons. So if you happen to misplace the remote, but when you're ready to turn it off, you turn it off, and then it's done.
I like how it goes to snow.
I know, isn't that awesome?
Yep.
But this is great for the kids that may not have seen those movies, right? So I showed this to my boys that are 16, and they're like, "Oh, Dad, we got to watch Back to the Future, or we got to watch Batman." And it's just so much fun that way. But also think about those people that are my age. I'm 53 years old, for your office, something cool to talk about,
Yes.
conversation starters. And they're also kind of collectible because they're not going to make these anymore. And they come in this really cool collectible box with a scene from the actual show. So there's going to be so much to talk about and so much to look at when you're playing with this tiny TV. And I love what you said. Each one of the TVs are from that era, that generation. So like the Batman, this is a 1960s TV. If you're looking at the Jurassic Park, you're looking at like a 1990s TV. And so just so much fun. And again, so amazing you could put all of that into such a little
For
little piece of
$15.
equipment for
I mean,
15
it's
bucks.
not,
I
I
love it.
mean, forgive me for putting it this way, but generally for $15, you don't get much for your money.
No, no.
Not in this day and age anyway. I mean, these originally were $32 and they were a great big hit. This is all we have remaining. So we
Huge.
just marked them down at a clearance sale price. They will not be reordered as we were just talking about. The remote, by the way, clicks onto the back. I was afraid to take it off, but it clicks onto the back, so you don't have to worry about that at all. Listen, they even give you the batteries on this. You can adjust the volume. It's that fun. I mean, buy it now and tuck it away for the holidays, because this will be the thing on Christmas Eve if you exchange or you get together with family, you get together with friends. This will be the gift that everybody talks about. I promise you.
When you take this out of the box and you turn it on for the first time, it's mind-blowing, really, that they could put all that technology into this thing that's less than 2 inches,
Yes.
a full LCD screen with clips and sound and volume and color of your favorite TV shows, your favorite movies. When you give this to somebody, they're just going to be absolutely blown away by it. And again, there's so many. We had more when we first started.
Yeah.
We had Jaws and a couple of other
Yeah.
great ones. Right, but now we've got, again, the ones that we have are just so incredible. You've got Back to the Future, again, that's the original Back to the Future. You've got Jurassic Park, and that's the original Jurassic Park. You've got Star Trek, so you're going to see Captain Kirk and Spock and all those great characters that you remember. And then, of course, you've got Batman. It is going to be so much fun clicking through these, bringing back those memories, and then maybe it's going to spur somebody on in the family to be like, hey, I want to watch that series, or I want to watch that movie.
So true.
Because when you go back and you look at them, it's pretty incredible, the technology and everything that was in the movies and the TV shows way back when. But it'll be so much fun for them to watch.
I like the bonding that you did with your family over these.
Yeah.
Keith, please tell your beautiful wife I said hello, and your dad and mom. T45583. Always a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Pat.